Views discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Brandy.
Money's coming to me.
This economy is doing really darn well.
The economy is actually improving and is at a better place today than it was at the beginning of the year.
What are they, nuts? This is unbelievable. You know, you talk about disinformation. I'm getting more and more emails that keep asking me, what do you think is going to happen with the stock market due to what's going on in Afghanistan? I'm getting a load of those. I guess the best way they answer it is, I think gold is going to go through the roof. I think that's what's going to happen because of what's going on in Afghanistan. In gold, remember, nobody wants it. Everybody goes to Bitcoin, but that's not true. People think that nobody wants it. Everybody's going to the Bitcoin. Countries want it. Russia wants it. China's a big buyer because they're selling our dollars, our reserves, the dollar reserve. Our country, these countries like China and so forth, who have our dollars, they're dumping them. They're dumping them. And instead they're buying gold. But nobody talks about it. For the first, one reason is the Federal Reserve doesn't want you to be buying gold. They're in competition with gold. They sell dollars. So they never tell you the truth. And the fake Business News Network is in cahoots with the Federal Reserve. They do their bidding. Why? Because there's about 6 outlets for news in our country. That's it, from about 26 down to 6 large companies. And the owners of the Federal Reserve, they control the news because they control those 6 corporations. And and again, the Federal Reserve is competing with gold. They don't want to see gold do well. But let's get back to what's going on and why I think gold is going to do well. Well, first of all, you got to understand what's going on with the dollar. And most people don't understand that. You know, when we came off the gold standard, think about it. When we came off that gold standard, our government declared, this is what they said: money is money. Now that we come off the gold standard, this is their position. Money is money, and therefore it's money. That's what they said. In other words, money is no longer backed by the world's trust in gold. Remember, everybody's trusted gold. Who couldn't trust gold? But when they got rid of gold, the government comes out and says, well, now you can't put your trust in gold anymore, but put your trust now, okay, in the word of our government. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about your currency. You don't have to worry about the value of your dollar. I know you're upset that gold no longer backs it, but guess what? You can trust the word of our government. Our government, meaning Pelosi. Our government, meaning the commander-in-chief. Are you kidding me? That's the big problem about the dollar. There's no value attached to it. And they expect us. Now, do you think these countries around the world, seeing what's going on, do you think they want dollars? Are you nuts? Boy, I tell you, once they took the dollar, they took that down and they got rid of the gold that backed it. For every $1 they printed, you had to have $1 of gold. Well, that went out the door. And to come out and say, I mean, can you imagine if Pelosi stood up today and the president stood up today, or anybody in Congress, I don't care who they are, Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. If they stood up today and said, don't worry about our dollars, we know it's backed by air, but it's backed by something better than air. Trust in our word. Trust in Congress. Trust in the president. Trust in the vice president. So don't worry. Are you kidding? These countries are going to be running to gold, running to go what's going on. You just got to be patient and look for the buy signal. That's all. I've been telling my members this. I remember, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, same situation. Nobody wanted gold. And I said, be patient, be patient. And we bought gold mining stocks. And sure enough, we got a 65% return on the gold mining stock. It's going to be even more now because of what's going on in Afghanistan. All the uncertainty, all these countries, especially Russia, is selling. Russia, China, they're all getting rid of their reserve currency, which is our dollar. And they've been buying loads of gold. So that's what's going on and that's why I think what you're going to see out of this whole mess over there is countries starting to gobble up gold quietly. Because they don't go out and start, yelling and screaming, we're buying gold, because then they're competing against themselves. So just know that, okay? And the other thing, too, they're talking about tapering. That's all they're talking about. There's this meeting going on. It's supposed to be going on in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, to talk about the Federal Reserve. They want to talk about the economy, and it's so good now that we can start tapering. Are you kidding me? Think about it. Tapering? It's not going to happen. Now, they've been printing all this worthless money. $120 billion a month to purchase treasuries to keep interest rates low for the last 13 years. Now, when you talk about the economy being good, I have to laugh at these people. I have to just laugh at them. When I hear this kind of nonsense, how great the economy is, how can the economy be darn good? Or how can it be improving? When take the S&P 500 stocks, 500 companies, less than 50% of the companies are above their support, their moving average, the 50-day moving average. Now, for you people who don't know what a 50-day moving average is, don't even have to think about it. Just think about this. Let's say your house is built on a foundation of, let's say, four walls. You build your house on top of that foundation. Let's say they took 3 of those walls out. Now your house is only being held up by 1 wall. Well, that's the equivalent of the stock market right now, having less than 50% of the 500 companies above the moving average. The same thing as taking out the 4 corners, 3 of the foundations of the 4 of your house. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is, because it's so overpriced. And most people don't know what that means either. Value of companies in the S&P 500 should be 50% of the economy. That's their value, 50% of the economy, the value of the economy. But it's 209% of the economy, and the PE ratio is what they're worth, should be at 15, and they're at 37. Now, most of you don't know what that means either, but that's okay. Again, just think, if you're in the stock market and you have a 401k right now, and you don't have the skill, or 401k, you're not allowed to. They won't allow you. Can you imagine being in a stock product where you're not allowed? Not only if the market, if you wake up in the morning and the market's down, you will one morning, will wake up and the market's down 1,000 points, you can't get out of your 401k. You can't. You can call, do what you want. They're not going to let you out of your 401k until the end of the day, which you could lose everything. Your fees are bad enough. But to be in this environment with such an overpriced stock market, with valuations crazy, with countries around the world now starting to buy gold, that sends a big message. I'll give you some other proof that this market's in big trouble when I get back. But you got to do something if you're in that 401k. You're better off cashing it out and going to spiders and learn how to short the spiders. Be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
$101 billion of new monetary stimulus coming in the week before, bringing the balance sheet to $8.34 trillion.
Stimulus, stimulus, stimulus. Print, print, print. You know, every time the Federal Reserve prints money, do you understand what goes on? When the Federal Reserve prints money out of thin air, which, as I said, it used to be backed by gold. Every dollar of currency would have a dollar gold. Now it's backed by the trust, how much you trust Pelosi's word or our commander-in-chief. Go look it up. That's what backs the word of gold. And that's what backs gold. The trust in the word of our government. Would you trust our government, which the cornerstone of the government is corruption? Government, it's lazy, incompetent. They do little well, we can see that, right, with Afghanistan. But as investors, and you people in 401ks, you got to realize what's going on here. When you keep hearing how great this market is, the wealth creation in this market, people keep hearing about wealth creation. There's been no wealth creation for Main Street, for anybody who, let's say, makes a combined income of, let's say, $45,000 to $75,000. There's no wealth creation for you. Remember, when Greenspan put this together, Bernanke put this together, this quantitative easing, he was asked by Congress, and he lied to Congress. Who's going to benefit the most, Main Street or Wall Street? Wall Street. No, it doesn't work that way. Because look at every dollar you have in your savings. Look at every dollar you have, whether it's a savings, your checking account, and your business. And ask yourself, what backs this? Look at a dollar. Just take it out of your pocket. Look at it. It's crazy. What backs the dollar, is the word, trust in the word of our government. That means you got to trust who? Pelosi. She's the speaker. You have to trust Biden that they do the right thing by us. Isn't that nuts? Well, countries don't trust them, especially when they see how much money they've been printing, money gone wild. Are you nuts? Since 2008, the Federal Reserve has printed $23 trillion for QE alone. That doesn't include the $6.5 trillion they're printing a day now, or the $120 billion to purchase treasuries, keep interest rates down, or the $100 billion a month for stock buybacks, or the $180 billion a month for to buy mortgage-backed securities, the mortgages at the bank, home mortgages at the bank. Another $120 billion a month to monetize corporate debt. Corporations going broke instead of letting them go bankrupt. They're going in and they're buying the debt from them, putting it. The Federal Reserve goes in and buys the debt so they don't go into bankruptcy. $100 billion a month in government debt. Our government's doing so poor that it has a negative net worth of $20 trillion, our government. So we go in and support that. We print money. We go in and buy their debt from them. Not all of it, but we buy their debt to keep them afloat. We go in and we buy bank debt because banks are they're in bad shape. They're insolvent. They've always been insolvent since 2008 because we never fixed the banks. Because to be fixed would mean there was more regulations. And they said, no, we don't want to be fixed. So the government props them up. Props them up. They have been. So think of all this money being printed. It's worthless. Then people say, oh, well, gold's no good? I better have Bitcoin? Wait a minute. Why is Russia, China, Thailand, Hungary, Brazil, and India, and I could keep going. Why do you think they're selling their dollars? They're dumping their dollars and they're buying gold. Now, I'm not telling you to buy gold. I'm telling you to buy gold mining stocks when we get the buy signal, because things are only going to get worse. Now, they're talking about tapering. They can't taper. Taper means they're going to take that $120 billion. Now, think about this. For 156 months, they've been printing money, not backed by gold, only the word of Pelosi, in Congress, and only the word of our Commander-in-Chief. So 156 months, contiguous months, they've been printing money to purchase treasuries, so to keep rates artificially low. That's right. As a result of that, we've had record highs in the stock market. Yeah, you'll see the fake Business News Network every day on TV push. Look at the record highs we have. We have a historic number of all-time record highs in just 1 year. Only one other year since 1928 did we have this many all-time record highs in 1 year. Well, the all-time record highs didn't get there because we're growing our economy. They didn't get there because the workers in this country, Main Street, we didn't get there because they're getting raises, that the company that they work for is giving new machinery, new equipment, so they can be more productive. So they get wage increases. And from those wage increases, they can save, they can invest, they can spend. What, I have to put everything on their credit card? No. These record high, think of it. Only one other year since 1920 year has had back-to-back record highs. Unbelievable. They set so many new record highs, it's insane. Markets don't work like that. The last time we had a 5% pullback, what do you think the last time the market pulled back just 5%? I'll give you that answer when I get back. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get your free chart for 10 days and your free membership. And when you make money, please help St. Jude. I'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
PhilsGang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang radio show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang social media, keeping you connected.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil. Listen to what people are saying about philsgang.com.
I am up 5% right now, closer to 6.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I have never made so much money in the stock market.
I'm up $28,000 since November.
No matter if the markets are up or down, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team put you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
This is Deb from Sarasota.
This is Bill from Miami, Florida.
This is Cora from Hawaii.
Hey, this is Paul from Tampa Bay area. I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
I would recommend Phil and Phil's Gang to anyone.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or sign up at philsgang.com. Again, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's philsgang.com.
You know, when I listen to that, there's testimonials, which I really appreciate. But the more important thing than making the money, anybody can make money in the stock market in an environment that we have only pulled back 5%. We've gone 200 consecutive days with just a 5% pullback. Why is that? Because The stock market doesn't reflect the health of the economy, especially when the stock market is linked to financial engineering. What is the financial engineering? The 6.5 billion a day they print, the 120 billion a month, the 100 billion a month, the 180 billion a month, the 120 billion a month, another 100 billion, 215 billion a month. This is what they do. As a result, inflation is nuts. Groceries, gasoline, housing in the last year have averaged 45% increase. Rents alone so far this year up 17%. This isn't a great economy. See, the stock market doesn't reflect the health of the economy. What the stock market reflects is the wealth created by the top 1/100th of the 1% and the top 1% of the population as a result of the stock market being linked to financial engineering. The average guy on the street, he doesn't make money. He doesn't make money. Not in the stock market. 85% of the people lose money in the stock market because they don't know what the hell they're doing. All they hear every day is all new record highs. I just told you. Since 1928, this economy has never, since 1928, we've never had, except 1 year, since 1928, so many record highs. But at the same time, think about this. The S&P 500 best companies in the world, less than half of them are above their support line. That means like less than half of the homes on your street have a good foundation. Have a good foundation. Less than half on your street have a solid foundation. The rest of them are on quicksand. Same thing. This whole stock market since 2008 has been engineered to make Musk $14 billion more dollars in the last 12 months. For Bezos to make $86 billion in the last 12 months. Page of Google, $42 billion. Sergey Brin of Google, $41 billion. I'm talking about in the last 12 months. Quicken Loans, Gilbert, $40 billion. Zuckerberg, that moron, $45 billion. Larry Ellison, $34 billion. From Amazon, Scott, $25 billion. Bill Gates, Microsoft, $22 billion. Michael Dell, $19 billion. See, that's what this is about. The top 1/100th of 1%, that's them. Now take the top 1 percentile, those who make $1 million, anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million a year, and have a net worth of $5 million. That's what the whole market's about, to take care of them. Now think about for them. In the last 12 months, the top 1%, their wealth grew 100 times the growth rate of the average guy on Main Street, who, with his wife, make a combined income annually of $45,000 to $75,000. The whole market since 2008 has been designed to take care of the 1/100th of 1%. Those are our owners and the top 1 percentile. But you can participate in that if you know what the hell you're doing. But 85% of you don't. You don't. Every day, we make sure that our members, we have a portfolio, a stock portfolio. We maintain that portfolio. They follow me in my portfolio of 6 stocks. I have a few bonus stocks, but I stay with those same 6 stocks all year long. That's how you make money, because I always wait for the buy and sell signals. That's how you make money in the stock market, being consistent. It's not about making money. It's about keeping money, about keeping the money. But if if you do more than 5 or 6 and you're chasing stocks and hear this one say that one and the Kramer say this and you read Barron's, you're never going to make money. It's not how the market works. Ask any professional. I am telling you, I've been on this earth for 75 years and I've been in this market for 51, and I've always seen it. 85% of people lose money. And it should be 85% of the people making money. You know what the difference is? All you got to know is when to get out in time. And the other thing is make money when the market goes down. With the same ease you're making money when the market goes up. And we here at Phil's Gang designed a chart. Took years. It's patent. We use the finest, the best color-coded technology in the world that gives you the buy and sell signals. And if you think it's a game, it's a joke, try it for 10 days. It's free. Our portfolio every day. We don't expect you to come to class and study it. Of course not. Every day, using the color-coded chart, tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, when to run like hell, and when to sell short. That's the key. The minute you have that confidence, you say, God, I make money when the market goes down. Once you get that confidence and you do that, what a difference it makes. You'll take your 401k and throw it away for what it is. Garbage. Garbage. The biggest skimming operation in this country with 27 hidden fees. What are you, nuts? So today, give you an example. Every day at 2 o'clock, our investors, our gang members, we go over our portfolio. Steve, the head of our education department, every day goes over every stock in our portfolio. How can you not make money? And you make money shorting when the market goes down. Here's what he said today about Schlumberger.
Schlumberger, we're out of this one today. We got stopped out today, so we're going to kind of watch that one over the next couple of days to see if we can re-enter. Again, good looking downtrend here, snapping back against us right.
So he goes on and he tells everybody what to do with the stock. He put a stop in, so that means we got stopped out, which means we protected ourselves. Every time you buy a stock, we make sure our members have an exit strategy. They know exactly what amount of money they're risking. Does anybody talk to you about that? Anytime you buy a stock, it's like owning your own business. Each stock is its own business, own profit center. You got to know when to exit, and you also have a plan. What am I willing to risk? To make $100, how much am I willing to risk? More when I get back. Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Short on time, but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the .com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The economy is doing well or it's not.
The economy looks to me like it's doing very good. I don't think the economy is improving.
Well, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, the economy is in really good shape. The economy's not that good. The economy hasn't been growing that good.
Why did investors and traders come back in to buy that dip so aggressively?
Well, it's because we're in a bull market. The economy really isn't that good. The economy in Main Street is still very good.
The economy is doing well or it's not.
We're in bad shape.
Is there going to be a bear market in the next 5 years? And I say yes. Well, should I get out now? No.
Well, you can't have it both ways.
You can't have it both ways. Wall Street certainly does. You talk about disinformation. I hope you, when you're listening to all this disinformation that we're giving from these briefings in the White House and this Jane Pekaski, whatever her name is, you know, we get the same Jen Psaki, thank you. You get the same disinformation from Wall Street, from the fake business news network. Do you think when you listen to Fox Business, do you think when you listen to CNBC, they're giving you information that benefits you? No. They own stock. They want you to buy the stock they're in. Everybody that comes on is pushing their own stock, their own portfolio. Varney. At least Varney's honest enough to say he owns a boatload of Microsoft. He pushes Microsoft every day, but I don't care about that. Look, the stock market can be for the average guy because it's a great way to make money. There's no other way. You can't do anything else to make the money you can make in the stock market. You don't need $1 million. You don't need $100,000. You don't. If you just stay and stick with 5 stocks, You'll make money consistently the minute you understand. You go, I got it. I figured it out. He's right. It's not the number of stocks. It's not the hot stock. It's staying with the 5 most popular stocks out of the Dow 30 and the S&P 100. And then let my chart with its color technology pick up the signals. Do I buy or do I sell? And then I should listen every day at 2 o'clock when Steve posts our portfolio and he tells you what to do at each stock in that portfolio. I should just listen to that and follow it exactly. Then you'll be part of the 15% who make money consistently. Because that's the bottom line. 15, 20%, 20% the most make money in the stock market. Now, give you an example. We've been working with Q's and Microsoft and Apple. They're tourist stocks. You call them tourist stocks. Because every tourist buys Apple and Microsoft. These are people, nice people, don't know what they're doing. They get in the game late, just like they do right before the dot-com crash, right before the housing crash. They always get in late. They're now buying quarter shares, a half a share. They have no idea what's going on. So like I told my members, and I've been telling you every day, I said, when the Qs break out and get above 370, then you can go in and buy Microsoft. But even then, Microsoft is going to struggle. It's going to struggle. Because if you look at all the other techs, okay, they're having a difficult time because the yields are too high. Your 10-year Treasury yield is almost 130. Tech stocks do not do well when yields are at 130. They do well when they're under 120, especially 118 and lower. And that's how we guide our members. The banks do better when the yields are high. But going back to Microsoft and Apple, I would not be buying Apple right now. Apple's got to break out with good volume. It's got to break out above 152.50. And then with volume hold for a good solid week before I add any amount of money to it. Microsoft did break out for us. But we have not yet added to our position. We have a very small position. When it broke out on August 20th, I told my members, do not put a lot of shares on that stock. Because we can see how it's acting. All these, the tech stocks are having problems. The yields aren't low enough for them to break out and run. At least the Qs, the NASDAQ 100 best tech stocks, the base, at least they broke out. But again, there's not enough volume to hold them. See, the problem is right now in the market, it's so overbought. It's so overbought. The market caps, the value of the companies are so outrageous. And because we haven't had a correction in 200 consecutive days. You know what a correction is? It corrects what is wrong. It corrects the values. You need corrections. But we have not ever been able to get a good correction. We had a 31% correction February 20th to March 20th, but that stopped in a heartbeat. They went in, engineered, the plunger team jumps in, and they, again, took the stock market, which didn't reflect the economy, has nothing to do with the economy. They jumped in, linked it to financial engineering, printed money, shoved it into the stock market, pushed those stocks up through stock buybacks. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong if you know what you're doing. We're in all these stocks because we know not only when to exit the stock. See, we look at each stock in our portfolio as a business. It's a profit center. We don't focus on making money. That comes automatically. You focus on managing that position so you're not losing money. You play defense. And with a color-coded chart, one color on the chart gives us an advance warning if it's going to be reversed. If you're buying the stock going up, it gives you an advance warning. There's no other chart that I know of in the world, because we have the patent on this, that gives you an advance warning. If you're like right now, we're at Microsoft. And once that Microsoft, I'm going to check it right now. I'm going to click on my feature, and there it is. Yeah, it's not yellow yet. So it's telling us Microsoft is still, we got money coming into it, not quite enough, but there is not quite enough that I'm satisfied to add to it. But at least I got the comfort of a level of knowing that my tool, it will turn this yellow. The little color-coded tool I have will turn it yellow and warn me 2-3 days in advance, a call to action, money is coming out. And then even better, I have great confidence, and my members do. So what if money comes out? So what if the stock market starts going down? Everyone looks forward to it. We all look forward to it because we make more money on the way down than on the way up. The stock market goes down 10 times faster than it goes up. But you got to get to that point. But every time you listen to these stupid shows, everything's fantastic. Everything's great. No, not in the stock market, because the stock market doesn't have anything to do with the economy. Once you learn that, and once you learn the stock market has nothing to do with how even a company is doing. That's right. Do you know that? No more. Used to. A stock doesn't even have anything. It doesn't reflect how well a company's doing or how bad a company's doing. Wall Street is so corrupt now and printing so much money, throwing it into the market to benefit only a small group of people, that all they do is make sure the market goes up, but it's at the expense of the people who make a combined income of $45,000 to $75,000 a year. That's at their expense because they're destroying the value of their dollar. And that's why I'm promising you, if you just follow us, and when we start telling you and we give our members the go-ahead to start buying gold mining stocks, you're going to see. You're going to see this dollar totally collapse. And that's when you're going to see gold go through the roof. So just check it out. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. And click on philsgang.com. And when you get there, click on Working Investor Group. And then you sign up for 10 days, free chart, free membership, and it's fun. All we ask, if you make money, please help St. Jude. Look, I promise you, once you learn how to make money when the market is going down, with the same ease you make money with the market going up, your kids can do this. Your kids can do this. That's when you got it made. That's when you will be part of the 15% that make money constantly in this market. Join my gang, free for 10 days. See you on the show.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my